Alright, welcome. I have no idea how this sounds, and I think it sounds fine, but clearly it's not because I'm looking at the Audacity thing and it's very, very fuzzy. So, when I'm done recording this, I'll probably already be clear by the time that you see this. And I don't know how to do that. But I'm making this video today a little bit differently than usual. I am trying to do it so it's just the audio with maybe a couple pictures. Only because I don't want to set up my cameras or anything right now, and I just have something to record my voice on. Let's see. I'm saying a lot. I shouldn't be saying that often, and I'm going to try to keep this short, and I'm going to try to keep it simple, and I will kind of do this as an audio podcast by myself, and I'm hoping that it sounds well, specifically because I'm in a wooden box when I'm recording, so it does create a bit of an echo, more than I would want it to. Now, I'm not wearing headphones at all. I'm not wearing anything to monitor the audio through my ears, so I have no idea how this actually sounds. I just know how I sound speaking into it. To myself, clearly. Now, I know on most videos this is a little bit different. It's not just me talking into a microphone of any kind and just talking. I've tried doing it before. I tried doing the ASMR thing, and it came out well. But I do have Audacity on my laptop now, which allows me to record audio and also see what the wavelengths look like and keep it clean as well. So I'm recording this, my roommates are out, I have a little bit of time before I have to go to my dorm meeting and kind of discuss the stuff for the upcoming weeks or months or stuff that happened over break. And this is kind of an audio book on what to expect. Well, wait, what did I say this was going to be on? I don't think I ever did. If I did say it, I forgot what it was, so it might change in this instant. So what this is going to be kind of me talking about is either going to be... No, I'll do something separate on Job Corps. I do want to talk about Job Corps at some point and why you should not come here and why you should come here and what to expect when you do enter the program. And the reason I will do that in the future is because I don't want to get into it now because I will get very heated on it very quickly. And I don't want to be heated right before I'm going to actually talk to a bunch of people who are at Job Corps, like myself. So, for anyone who does know me as a friend and has seen the pictures that I've kind of sent them, I have my locker set up and I cleaned it. And I threw a whole bunch of stuff away, a whole bunch of clothes, a whole bunch of shoes that I didn't use or wear. I do have like replacement stuff. All my soaps are here. But I got rid of a lot of stuff. And I have like a wooden box that sits at the bottom step of my locker. A black wooden shelf that I keep on top of that. And the very top of that is the perfect height for a standing desk, which makes this almost perfect for anything that I want to do work-wise. But it does make it hard when trying to hook up a camera into the setup of this, which I'm still trying to figure out because there's so much stuff audio-wise and digital-wise up on top of the desk that it doesn't leave room for a tripod, and the walls are wooden. Like I said, they're not polished wood, they're not like smooth wood, it's just like a board that kind of just sits there, and like they just screwed it all together, sanded it a little bit, but not smooth enough. And I would hook a camera. I found out my DSLR can be held up by a little suction cup thing that I use for the GoPro. I thought that would be awesome to use, but turns out the mirror is the only part in this locker that I can actually stick on, and that's behind me, that's not in front of me. At some point I probably will turn it so it's positioned differently, but I'll put the I'm not gonna put photos. I'm just gonna leave this kind of what this would be to me, just a single picture and then occasional cuts or text. If you've already probably seen it, and this will be going up probably 2 or 3 days after it's recorded because I do have to figure out how to edit it. I have to get used to a lot of things when it's going to come to recording on a microphone of any sort, even if it's using a phone as a microphone, recording off a camera mic, or recording off a laptop mic, which does create some problems for myself. Now, I do have, I did, like I said in that little stream that I posted maybe a week and a half ago, maybe a little less than a week ago, just after Christmas, that I do have some new music stuff I can use. I have a new pair of headphones that are going to allow me to use, instead of Bluetooth, I have an actual plug-in for a 3.5. Then I also have a MIDI controller, which I can use on Ableton, which came with the thing. And I can start making music, but don't expect me to be posting any kind of music anytime soon. The only reason I say that is because I do need to learn how to use it. I've never actually learned how to use piano before. I always went off of sound, and I need to learn how to use a piano. The reason I like this so much is because it plugs into my laptop and does create an accessible mini keyboard for me to work on. And it's just, I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to use it. I'm excited to be able to do anything with it. And I'm kind of full of sugar right now because I just drank like what I was told was like vitamin water, but it's like extra sugary because the school buys it cheap. So It does create. I do have a lot of energy, man. I apologize. I've been recording for I don't know how long. Oh, about 5 minutes. Dang. Okay, talking for that long. I guess this isn't really me talking about anything. It's just kind of an update on what's going on. So I do plan to try and record and post more. I do want this to be something I am able to do with my life, is be able to make films, music, or photography of any kind. But the reason I'm more recording this now that I remember was as an update, yes, but also because I'm trying to find a job currently, and I really want to find a good job that I would enjoy, but also be able to make a living off of for a couple months or maybe a few years while I'm working what I want to work on, as basically a way for me to work on what I want to do with my life. Try to get that in order somehow, create the audience that I want to make, and create this platform that I want to work on. And then also kind of have a way to live and a place to live and food and like toiletries and a toilet and water and something to do, which I will end up probably working 8-hour days, especially more than that, because I want to live in the Bay Area or even down by LA. At some point, I would love to move and rent places in different areas and just be able to move freely and kind of work wherever I want. But I also need that ability to do anything. And right now, I'm applying at one place. I have an interview tomorrow just on the phone. Hopefully, it goes well. Hopefully, I can get a secondary interview and then a third interview, and then hopefully continue to start work. Now, because I'm in Job Corps, I can only work after 4, so that does create problems with a lot of the companies that I apply to. And it sucks because I got some good job offers from big companies that are looking for like janitorial and maintenance work, which is what I'm here to train for, and kind of learn more about repairing and hands-on techniques with any kind of mechanical or janitorial maintenance. I guess it's kind of in the name, facilities maintenance. But it does also create the problem of I don't have a car, I don't have a driver's license yet, I need to apply for one, I do need to take my driver's test, but that does take some things that I don't have in San Jose that I have at my parents' house that I don't have here. It does take paperwork that I have to get mailed up here or mailed back or even some other type of problem. So the problem with me trying to get a job right now is I don't have certain paperwork that I need, so I have to contact people and say, hey, can you send these to me? And when they do send it, it takes like a week or so to get up here. Maybe less, maybe it takes like 2 days or a day, but it's still, I don't know how long it's going to take via the postal system, because I'm so used to everything being email, fast, and almost instantaneous. But that's just because that's my generation. I've been always taught to send a letter every once in a while. I don't do it because it skips my mind. I'm like, I'd rather have the instant like gratification instead of waiting, because that's the way I am. That's the way a lot of people these days are. It's just, we want the instant gratification. That's what we need. That's what we're looking for, and that's what we want. How much time do I have left? I still have about 30 minutes, so I'm probably only going to keep this 10, maybe 15-minute video, kind of talking about just in general what I'm looking for and what I want to do with my life. Now, there is the fact that I do want to someday go and meet new people. It's hard to meet people with where I'm at and the hours that I have off and all of this, and I don't have an ID, so I can't go to certain places and hang out because they're like, oh, you have to be 18 to buy a ticket to go to this small amusement park for like 8 hours. That's like $10. Oh, I don't have my ID, but I've been 18 for almost 7 months. Yeah, we can't verify that. What about the hair on my face? Yeah, a lot of middle schoolers now have hair on their face. Do I look like a middle schooler? No, you look like a 33-year-old with Down syndrome. No, that's not funny. Okay. I did not mean anything by that, by the way. Don't be offended. I'm just kind of running off the edge of my brain right now as I try to remember what I was going to talk about. And it kind of was just an update. That's really all that's happening. I am cleaning up more. I'm trying to make this a usable workspace for when I do have time off to actually work on something. And right now, while I'm in between looking for jobs, I'm going to try to record something. Maybe if it's just an audio kind of update on anything, or audio talking about what I want to see. If I can get my video camera set up, if I can get my camera set up, which I can probably just use the GoPro for it, but that seems like, it seems a little, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? A little simple. I would love to have the big DSLR, but even then, the GoPro does shoot in 1080, and it does have that wide angle that I like. The DSLR, I guess I'll just save for photo, and it's easier because I can just cut out the audio on the GoPro isn't the best, but the audio on the DSLR is fine. It sounds great on its own. It's just not something I want to use with a lot of what I'm trying to do. And part of the humming in the background I'm realizing is the the fan in my laptop. I do need to figure out how to open up and clean it, and that might be a bit of a weight on my part because I don't know how to do it. And I looked it up, and it's like I need a screwdriver and all these tools, and I don't have those. So I might end up just using it and hoping that that background and that fan continues to blow the heat out like it has been doing, and doesn't like burn out on me at some point. Because this is my only source of recording and stuff, and I'm not about to try to replace it anytime soon. I mean, other than that, if you've stuck around this long, thank you for at least listening for the last 10, 11 minutes now. And I will be trying to update more in the future. Hopefully I'll put out like a mini track for like a 2-minute track at some point that I have worked on that I've actually tried to learn. And if that's not a thing, I will at least try to keep up on some kind of update that allows me to kind of keep posted on what I want to be doing. So with that, I bid you adieu. Thank you for watching, or thank you for listening, and hope your day goes great. Awesome. Bye-bye. Wait, that's a Markiplier thing. I can't say that. Hold on. Let me try that again. See you in the next video. No, it's too common. I don't know. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? What am I